Welcome, viewers. This is the Treasures of Life show. Thank you. Thank you for following this show. Thank you for being our fans out there. By the way, I've met several of you, and your feedback, my goodness, it humbles me a great deal. Those of you who've given me high fives in town, and you know yourself, my fan out there who come and give me a hug. Yes, I encourage you to continue getting blessed by these shows. I understand the emotion. I understand when I meet you out there and you cannot stop it but to congratulate me. That's what keeps me going. Those of you who tap my shoulders, I remember the young man. Those of you who hug me, I remember the mama. Those of you who can't keep me quiet in public just to remind me how this show is profitable to you. You see, the Treasures of Life show is a motivational show. So when I meet you and you tell me your feedback, I get motivated. Thank you so much. My sign language interpreter today is Esther Kendi. And let me talk to you, now that we are motivating ourselves, let me talk to you about the importance of your thought life. In fact, I titled this show today, The Helmet. Yeah, the helmet. The importance of your thought life. I keep telling you, there is a reason why doctors are paid more than nurses. Nothing bad about nurses. Nurses work hard. Nurses are very kind to us. Nurses are some of the best people that I know. But when I get into a hospital, I discover that doctors are paid more than nurses. Yet, I've always been wondering, why is it that nurses do the donkey work, sorry, quote unquote, but those who do the lighter job, in my opinion, the doctors, get paid more? Why? Why is it that nurses are paid less and doctors are paid more? But then I came to discover that the secret is in the power of diagnosis. You know, the doctor diagnoses the problem. You see, if you cannot diagnose the problem, all the donkey work is in vain. Yeah. Everything is in the diagnosis. Everything is in the brains. Everything is in the thinking. If you cannot diagnose it, you can't treat it. Let me put it again, because I've just discovered, I've formed a sentence here at the Treasures of Life show. If you cannot diagnose it, if you cannot diagnose it, you cannot treat it. Yes. And that is why you need to have a helmet on your head to protect your genius of diagnosing issues of life. Because it is that aspect of diagnosing the problems of life that is at threat. Did you know that? That is where the whole battle lies. In your power to diagnose the root of the problem. The problem is not the marginalization in the society. The problem is not in the tribalism in the society. The problem is not even in corruption. The problem is not even in the poverty in the land, in the betrayals that we see around. The problem is not in the social media hatred that we encounter every day. Our biggest problem as a society is in diagnosing what troubles us. That is where our problem lies. Every other thing remains to be a symptom. When you encounter social media problems, when you encounter politics in church, in the society, when you encounter trouble at workplaces, when you encounter trouble in the public arena, in the marketplaces, the deeper problem is not what you're seeing. The deeper problem, you need to diagnose it. The deeper problem is in the diagnosis of that problem. And that is why your thought life is what I'm addressing today. Your thought life is key. Because if you let your thought life be prone to manipulation, you are in trouble. Many times you say you're in a corrupt society. Is it true? You say you're in a marginalized place. Is it true? You say you're experiencing resentment. Is it true? You say you're experiencing. By the way, now that I'm talking about the aspect of resentment, in the diagnosis of the problem, the part of the brain that produces resentment is the same part of the brain that produces envy. Yeah. Many times we hate and we resent, but there is a deeper problem than the resentment. There is a challenge on the inside. Maybe, when you find yourself, releasing negative language diet on some issues, probably that is the area that you're suffering in. For example, if you find yourself so much against the rich, maybe you're experiencing lack in your life. And there is an aspect of you that needs to be dealt with. If you find yourself just loathing preachers and priests and spiritual leaders, maybe there is a part of you that is prone to sin or prone to evil that needs to be addressed. If you find yourself loathing people that you imagine are more powerful, when you find yourself resenting the powerful, always pouring negative language diet about them that are in power, probably there is an aspect of you that is craving for power. That part of the brain that releases the whatever that is called, that hormone, whatever that is called, I don't know how to put it because I may not be the best scientist for that. But there is a part of the brain that relates to what you're dealing with. You see, for more time, if you feel like you're moving in despair, what you need to do for more time is to do away with time-wasting activities. Simple. For more power is to deal with that aspect of you that feels powerless. Probably you feel rejected or left aside. No one seems to care for you because you have not created a small circle around you. All of us have an ability to network. So for you not to feel marginalized, rejected, alone, walking alone in this life, look for 1, 2, 3, 4 people. And by the way, they may not even be family. Let me not spoil things here. They may not even be family, but I'm addressing you who may be feeling suicidal because you feel rejected. No one seems to be calling you. When you call somebody, they are not picking your phone calls. Probably that is why you're feeling that feeling of rejection and being left alone. No one is created to be alone. We as human beings are formed to network. There is an aspect of us. Justice of life demands that you network with somebody. It is your right. But it is also an art. You need to learn the art of influence, the art of addressing the issues of life. Maybe you feel betrayed. Let me address it. Maybe you feel resented. Maybe you feel like you're moving in a negative emotion and the negative emotion seems to be overpowering you. You need to overcome that emotion. The power is in the mind. Let me address you now. Protect your mind today. Put on a helmet. Start addressing your thought life. Your thoughts. What comes through your thoughts every day? Even as I'm talking to you, there are so many thoughts going through your mind. Did you know that? You are the one that is to allow thoughts to enter your subconscious mind. You know, on the deep, on the inside, there are those things you just hear consciously. But the more you keep hearing, the more you keep hearing, the more you keep hearing and allowing it, the more it sinks. That is why you need to put on a helmet. It starts from your mind. It starts from your brains. It starts from your head. It starts from your spirit, from your soul. It starts from that area of you that is so deep that I don't even know whether I can reach it. But let me do my best to reach that part. The inner you, the real you. You see, when you die, we will say we've lost a soul. We've lost a soul. We will bury the physical you or burn the physical you if you're someone who cremates in your culture. Or in the cultures that bury, we may bury that physical self. But there is a part of you that will never die. That part, the inside of you, that is the part we are losing. The soul. And that is where I need your protection to be. Even as I'm addressing this negative emotion of resentment and envy and all manner of negative emotions of life, it is that part of you, the soul, that needs to be addressed. Take care of your thought life. Your thought lives can be distracted. What are the distractions attacking your thought lives? You see, when I want to deal with you, I will start with your mindset. When I want to deal with you, if I'm a lion and I want to kill you and I know you're an elephant, by the way, my name is Simba, and I may want to deal with an elephant, I know very well that an elephant is physically strong. An elephant is big. But the elephant may not have the kind of mind to comprehend. So it is in that understanding that I may slowly attack you. I may slowly attack you and bring you down. You see, when you take care of your thought life, you take care of your destiny. You take care of your progress. You take care of your coming out of trouble. You know, you take care of your coming out of issues. You know, real issues of life starts in the thought life. By the way, including family life, including national values and virtues, even issues like corruption, even issues like marginalization and tribalism in the society, they all start in the thought life. That is why you need to go take yourself to school. Take yourself to the school of the soul and grow. Take yourself to the school of the soul. You may be growing in the area of envy. If you feel like you're being threatened by somebody's progress, somebody's qualities, somebody's possessions, you're being threatened by somebody's luck, I mean L-U-C-K, someone making it, and you're being threatened by it, you are in the school of envy and jealousy. You may be going through the school of hatred. You know, you may be going through the school of resentment. And as I keep saying it in this show, if you find you're resenting rich people so much, it's probably because you need more riches in your life. If you find you're resenting the poor so much, you need to address that part of your resentment. There is a part of your brain that relates, that emotional part of you is your indicator for life. You need to grow from one emotion to the other emotion. None of us has reached. We are all growing from one emotion to the other. There are some that are growing in the area of lust. You know, there are some that are just impulsive. You know, the helmet. I'm talking about protecting your mind. Let me go for a break as I organize my mind to bring this topic to you even more. See you after the break.